So I'm going to start off by prepping my hair. I'm spraying with Fantasia's heat protectant and then going in with my blow dryer. That also has a comb attachment, which is very helpful. Literally a lifesaver. It detangles and blow dries at the same time to make it a quick process. The hair that I'll be using for this style is by Outre from their Expressions line. I got the color number 4, which is in dark brown, and I grabbed about 5 packs in total. For my braiding gel, I'm using Shine and Jam. I really like the red one because it smells good and has a non-greasy texture, so I can easily grip my hair. You'll also need a comb. You can use any comb, but this precision one is my favorite because it has a ruler side to make sure my parts are even and a precision tip to make sure my parts are clean. Add to the list these metal clips. You can use any clips, metal, plastic, whatever you prefer. I use a tri-mirror that I hooked onto the back of my door. Now this is the secret to getting clean, consistent parts because it lets you see your entire head. Finally, I use a braiding rack. I got this one from Joanne Fabrics and I painted her pink. Now I'm ready to start. Let's get into this parting. To start off, I start down the middle, lining it up with the middle of my nose and taking it all the way back down to the back of my head. And then I'm going to go across horizontally and do a T-shape pattern. After parting out my rough draft, I put the braiding gel directly on the part and then repart it again. I find it a little easier to turn my head instead of moving my hand with the comb, just so that my part comes out straight. So I'm going to do 4 boxes in the first row. It's really up to you how many boxes or how many parts you want to do. But for me, I'm going for a medium size. And I'm also making sure that those boxes in the first row aren't too small, just because my hair is pretty thin and I don't want to put too much tension on those pieces in the back. So this is what I had after doing the first row, and you can see they really look like chain twists. You know those necklaces that are like twisted? That's definitely what it's giving, and I thought it looked so cool and so unique. So when parting, you want to make sure that you're following a brick layer pattern, which just means that a twist is going to fall directly on the part below it, and that's going to make sure that your style looks full without doing too many twists. So here's the setup that I have going on with my hair. I'm using this rack that I painted pink. I got her from Joanne's Fabrics, y'all. Look how long she is. Such a beaut. Anywho, I'm placing my hair on my rack. I'm using pieces that are about like this big. I don't know if you know what this big is relative to, you know, whatever you use, because this is through a camera. But yeah, about yay big. I don't know if this motion is helping anybody visualize, but I hope. This is what I have so far. Right. You see the back? Okay. Yeah. Right now it's 9 p.m., right? Why do I always do this to myself? I am doing my hair at 9 p.m. Does it look like, do you think I'm gonna be finished with this by tomorrow morning? Be for real. I always do it to myself. And if you watch any of my previous videos that I will link down below and in the cards, like every single video that you watch, I am doing my hair overnight, like a marathon. It's ridiculous at this point. I'm actually really disappointed in myself, but you know, whatever, like a win is a win. So we're here. You know what? I'm doing all this talking. I could be braiding. Okay. If you guys don't know how to do your hair, I think it's so worth it to learn at least something, you know? I'm a little biased because I love braiding my hair or twisting it and putting it into different like styles. But honestly, guys, it's such a skill to have. You should want to know how to do your own hair, you know? I know some of you are gonna be like, I know some of you are gonna be like, I'm not that good, or I'm not like the best, my parting's bad, I can't do my hair. Yes, you can. You can. I promise you can. It just might take a little bit more practice. Some more practice than others, you know? But I hate when I hear people say that they can't do their hair. Unless, you know, you're physically or, you know, mentally not able to do it because of any circumstances that you are going through or deal with. But like for the average person that just says like, I just don't know how to do my hair, I think it's so worth it to learn, which is why I sit here and like make these tutorials for you guys, because from a person who does her own hair and has for years and will continue to for years to come, I think it's so worth it to learn. Because you know, nowadays with like stylists who are unprofessional and will cancel your appointments, not me by the way, but with those types of hairstylists, sometimes you have to have a backup, and sometimes it is such a powerful thing for that backup to be yourself, you know? So I think it's so important for us to learn how to do hair, our own hair, or even other people's hair. I just think it's such an important skill in general, you know, really good to have. But it's also the reason why I do my own hair is because it is so empowering to have someone compliment your hair first off, because you know it looks good. Then for you to say that you did it yourself, it's like, dang, it looks good, you're talented. I just feel like it's such an empowering thing to feel. So if you guys have never tried doing your own hair, I say give it a shot. Even if it looks like crap in the first go around, literally who cares? I promise you, nobody cares. Even the crustiest of hairstyles can kind of look good if you like make it kind of look good, if that makes sense. Let's say you're dressed up, you know, you've got your fit, maybe your makeup's done, you don't need makeup, but maybe it is done, maybe like your personality is just shining. I promise you the last thing that somebody's going to be, oh, the parts are crooked, oh, like anything, is gonna be your hair, I promise. From my experience doing my own hair these past few years, it's really not that deep. I promise you it's not. Like, look at the back of my head. That shit is probably crooked, but you know, it's to the best of my ability, and I'm gonna rock it because I did it. You have to be proud of what you're doing. But I get it, it's not for every occasion, or you know, if you don't want to struggle like me, because yes, I'm struggling right now, like but it builds character. To me, it's fun. I get to express myself and try out new styles like this without having to go to someone else and kind of, you know, pitch that idea to them. I can just try it out in the comfort of my own home on my own time, 9 p.m. watching what I want in my pajamas. Yeah, I just wanted to drop in and say that you guys definitely, it's so worth learning how to do your own hair. I promise you. So if you don't know, don't worry, I'm here, I got you. I got a whole bunch of other different tutorials on my channel already, as well as more tutorials on the way for you guys, because I think that everyone needs to know, okay? I will shout it from the rooftops, tattoo it on my forehead, learn how to do your own hair. That's it.
Family and on behavior based on.
We're breaking it down. We're breaking it down, bro. So who's your target audience?
Where's the remote? Oh, that it. Update, y'all. So I am about, I would say like 65% done. It's honestly not that bad. Like, I'm sitting here chilling, watching YouTube, but like, oh my gosh, I just want to be done. I want to close my eyes and open them and be done. I want to know how many of you guys actually do your own hair. I want to know, if you do, hit the like button. I just want to see like, what is the number of people a part of our community that do their own hair? Or if you don't like doing your hair, comment why you don't like doing your hair. And honestly, any reason is valid. Like, I feel you. I feel you. I hope that when I dip these, they're gonna be a little less like stiff and more flow. Well, I don't hope, I know that's gonna happen, but like, you know, sometimes when you dip braids and like it comes out looking all like crinkly or just like shriveled up, I don't know, sometimes braiding hair does that. I really don't know which ones or why, but if you guys have an answer, let me know. But I just know sometimes when you dip braiding hair, it gets all like distorted. And I really don't want that. I really want them to be like long and like flowy and like, you know, look good. Something that I love to do while doing my hair is watch YouTube videos. I mean, that seems like pretty common. I feel like my range of YouTube videos is like so wild. So you guys know that I have a degree in integrated business, just graduated from UCF. And so one of my interests is marketing, or basically anything business, you know, because I like, you know, have my own business and I'm interested in growing it, and I'm really like passionate about content. I don't know. But I'll watch videos that will elevate that, and like strategies that I could use on social media. I don't know. It's really like interesting to me. And a lot of the things that I've looked up actually help. Some of the people that I listen to or that I listened to recently are Erin on Demand. She's bomb. Advice B, top tier. And who else did I listen to? I was trying to look up like vlogging styles. Catherine Manning, she's like cool. Be for real, do these look ugly? Be for real. Like, I will get back to you guys when I have a significantly bigger amount done or larger amount done. See you in a few hours. Alright babes, let's get straight into this tutorial. So if you have difficulty starting off in a knotless braid, don't worry. In this next braid that I have left, I'm going to show you how to do it with a rubber band. But for this one, I'm going to start off with a knotless braid. If you would like a more in-depth tutorial on how to start knotless braids on your own head, go ahead and click this video right here in the cards and it'll give you all the information you need to know. But for now, I'm going to start off in 3 sections and use my middle finger to go underneath that middle piece and start off my braid. Disclaimer, I'm not counting the number of pieces that I'm adding, but just to estimate, I am adding about like 5 or 6 pieces. Really, the trick is just to see what size the rest of your braids are, or about what size you want your braid to be, and add hair if it needs to be bigger, and take out some hair if it needs to be smaller. That's really the principle here. When people ask how many pieces do I add in, like I don't know what to do, just add more hair if you want the braid to be bigger, add less hair if you want it to be smaller. You know, some pieces on your head are thinner or thicker than others, so you really have to eyeball it and make sure that they're the same size. Once I get down about 1 inch or so, I'm going to take that remaining piece of hair in the middle, split it in half, and add each piece to each side. Next, you're going to use the metal clip and clip away half of that side. And I kind of like throw it behind my head just so it's not in my way. And now with that side that I'm working on, I'm going to split that side in half and then twist it all the way down. So this is called a Senegalese twist. And it's basically you're twisting each half before you're twisting them together. And that's going to give it that rope twist effect. And I also add in hair as I'm twisting it down. I'm going to show you guys a clip a little bit closer so that you can see what I'm doing. But I'm just going ahead and adding in small pieces of hair and twisting it in together. It might look a little difficult, but I promise once you have your hands in some hair and you try it out, it's a lot easier than you think. Now onto the other side. Guess what we're gonna do? The same exact thing on the other side. So go ahead and do that Senegalese twist all the way down. You do wanna make sure that it's the same length as the previous twist, just so everything's even. And if it's too short, go ahead and add the little pieces like you saw me doing in the other twist, just to make sure that they're the same length. Once both sides are twisted, I'm going to twist it in the opposite direction now. So I was twisting originally to the left, and now I'm going to twist the opposite direction to the right. And doing it in the opposite direction is going to give it that chain looking effect. Once I get all the way down to the bottom, I'm going to split the hair that's left into 3 pieces and braid all the way down. And there you have it, a chain twist. Now, if you're like, Indy, I cannot braid, I got you. Here's the rubber band method. So you're gonna start off by using a rubber band. Do not use the plasticky ones. I repeat, do not use the ones that feel like plastic. Those will pop and you will be pissed. So try to find the ones that actually feel like rubber and are stretchy. Then you're gonna split your hair into 2 halves. Instead of feeding in small pieces of hair, I'm going to combine them to make one bigger piece. And then I'm going to take a latch hook. If you guys don't have one, go ahead and get you one. Place it underneath the rubber band and then place the hair inside the hook. Then we're going to pull it through and pull out one side. So the same concept applies. You're going to split those 2 pieces of your hair in half and match them up with the braiding hair, and then Senegalese twist all the way down. This part is basically different just because you're not starting it off with the braid like how the rest of them are. It's really up to you, very optional, whichever is easier for you. For me, I like the feeling of knotless braids and to not have rubber bands in my hair, but I understand that some people do, and that's completely fine. Once both sides are complete, you guessed it, you're going to twist it in the opposite direction, and it's going to give you that chain twist look. Finally, to finish off this style, I dipped it in some boiling hot water. Make sure you use a pitcher with a handle. Please do not burn yourself. And I went ahead and dipped my hair, dried it off, made sure my ends weren't crinkly. Then I went ahead and trimmed my ends because, you know, I don't like straggly ends really. Now I'm using this Pump It Up to make sure that everything is like frozen and hairsprayed in place. And finally applying some mousse on the top. That fresh braid mousse feeling, oh my gosh, so good. Alright guys, that is the end of this video. These are twists with the twists. yeah. And I had so much fun filming this. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below in the comment box and I will reply to them. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can see more of me and we can be besties. And I will see you guys in my next video. Do you guys do your hearts like this or like this? I need to know. Like this or this? Bye.